guys? You're watching Supercars of Detroit. I'm Ben. I'm going to be your sole host for today's video. Unfortunately, Alan cannot be with us today, and that's partially the reason why we haven't been posting so much. Alan and I have gone back to college at both our respective places of study. He's at Boston College, and I'm at the University of Michigan. So we are good, like, what is that, 2,000 miles away from each other. However, in the midst of a virtual academic semester and job hunting during a pandemic, we are working to find content to bring you guys on the YouTube channel. That's what we're doing today. All right, so today it's all going to be about the M4, which has been on the channel multiple times. In fact, it's kind of like the staple car of our channel. It takes us to all our events. That's what we show up in. However, it hasn't gotten a lot of love statistically. The views on M4 videos are not as high as I wish they could be. But you know what? Maybe that changes today, because I have upgraded the M4 with some accessories that I think make it look a lot better, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. I have firstly bought new tires, Pirelli P0s, and I've also installed a black grille and a CS style carbon fiber trunk spoiler. And cosmetically, these two parts have made such a difference. My friends have been telling me, like, man, like, you gotta get like the black grille, like the silver grills, all the chrome's ugly. You gotta get a spoiler, man, and you gotta make it look as cool as possible. And look, I started agreeing with them, but the problem is all this stuff costs a lot of money. So it took me a while to get in a position where I'm able to buy these things. Well, finally I have, and I have them installed. I bought the black grille directly from BMW and the spoiler from RW Carbon. We're gonna cut some footage in a sec, and I'll show you. I think it drastically changes the look of the vehicle for the better, and I hopefully get some more love from you guys. And as for the tires, everyone knows me. I'm a big Michelin man. Michelin all the way. However, when I came in to replace my Bald Super Sports, I wanted Michelin PS4S tires, except it was a 5-month wait list. And I needed the tires desperately, so I decided to compromise for Pirelli P0s, which have been really, really great so far. I'm sure if I went on a racetrack, like a race car driver would, show me the difference. But so far, just from driving it normally, the Pirelli P0s performed just as well as the Super Sports did. So really excited about that too. The car drives completely different now that it has traction, as any probably M4, M3 owner knows. So we're gonna cut to that footage and hope you guys enjoy the video. Here is the M4 with the new grille. Looks so much better. I'm glad I finally succumbed to the pressure of everyone telling me, like, you gotta get the black grille, get rid of the silver one. I did like the silver one, but this, I can see what they're talking about. It's so much better. And pair that with the new tires, Pirelli P0s. Again, 255s up front, 275s in the back. So far they've been really, really nice. I know I did want the Michelins, but it was like a 5-month wait list, and I needed new tires desperately, and these have been really good so far. And then my favorite part, the spoiler, carbon spoiler. It's sort of like the CS style, the little dip in the middle. Really just gives it some extra character at the back. So where I got the parts from, so I got the tires from Bell Tire. All in all, including warranty and installation, costing me about $1,550, give or take. That's sort of the going market rate for tires like that. Again, the Michelins are going to cost you something similar. The black grills I did get directly from BMW, and they were about $300 alone. So I highly recommend getting them from BMW because you get the badge. I was looking at a lot of third-party places to try to save money, but the badge is actually not included in a lot of them, and the badge is not like something you can pop off. It is part of the grill. So definitely recommend getting them from BMW because they're not so expensive relatively. And then the spoiler I did not get directly from BMW. I got it from RW Carbon, and I'm glad I did, because BMW wanted about $800 for just the part, and RW Carbon was about $400, including the tape that it came with. And the fitment is really, really nice. Looks completely OEM. Definitely worth it. So installation, it cost about $240 to put on the spoiler and the grill.
at a place called Automark at Earhart BMW in Bloomfield. Really good place. This is the second time they've helped me. Really good guys, and they do a great job. Highly recommend. I guess if you can, put these things on yourself. You do have to take the bumper off for the grill. I would do so because you'll save money, but I cannot, and I'm not going to risk doing it myself because I'll probably screw it up.
I think want to spend the end of this video talking about my opinions and thoughts about the new M3 and M4, the one with the big sort of buck teeth vertical grill that's had a lot of hype around it and a lot of opinions from just fans, owners, magazines. Everyone wants to get their word in on the new M3 and M4, and it's my turn. Personally, I actually really like it. I don't think, for starters, I don't think it's as good looking as what I'm in right now. However, I think it's pretty sick. I think it's gonna look a lot better in person. It's already growing on me when I see it in sort of like a 3D setting or like in a YouTube video. When I first saw the pictures on the day of the release, I think they actually got leaked. I was like, this is hideous. But then I started seeing it in a 3D setting, seeing the grill from the side, and I actually think it's pretty sweet. The rest of the car, both M3 and M4 side back, I think are phenomenal. Again, maybe not as good looking as the F80, F82, but I think it looks cool enough. Definitely is more out there than these cars. And to be honest with you, I think if I were to get another performance car, it's probably going to be the new M4. I think maybe Alan and I will do like a Zoom virtual discussion of what our next cars might be. Obviously that's a little bit down the road. Still love this thing, but it's always fun to talk about. And just for the M4, it's really the only car in the market that I would be able to drive all year because of all-wheel drive. It has a 0 to 60 of probably under 3 seconds and can fit 4 people. And where I'm getting that 0 to 60 number from is that Car and Driver tested the X4M, as in the nearly 5,000 pound SUV, at 3.3 seconds. They're using the same transmission, exact same engine, except that car weighs probably 1,000 pounds more than the M4. So, just applying those stats, this M4 is gonna be just wicked fast. I don't know, 2.9, 3 dead, something around there. And no other car, it's also gonna be probably, $100,000 or less, and it kind of offers everything that I want for a really reasonable price. And as a result of that, like I said, Alan and I will probably talk about it, but it's definitely the top contender for what I'm gonna get next.